And you are certain it will hold?
We wouldn't be standing here if I wasn't. You two focus on the creature. I will worry about the collar.
Haven't really seen Blade since he got back from the sewer.
Carrying Hunter home on his back.
He's still outside. Being extra broody. Maybe you should talk with him.
Good idea. I'll go with you if you like.
All I'm saying is the tower's lost. We're no closer to breaking through Slimerama's sanctum shield, and our exalted chosen one just woke up and is listening to our every word. It's great to see you on your feet again, boss.
You were asleep for a long time. You must have been having some killer dreams?
Heard about the explosion. Glad you're okay. Yeah, something tells me it won't be the spontaneous combustion you'll encounter.
You heard about the explosion, Hunter. No shame in it. We've all been caught by a boom before. Did Eddie Brock make it out? He likes to try and kill me, but...
I hear Venom is still on the loose.
He is, but I do not think he will be a problem for us any longer.
That's curious. Everyone sees Venom as a problem. Even before he was under Lilith's control, I'm sure he was on some Avengers watch list.
What are you getting at?
Venom knows he's done wrong. He's tried. He's trying to reform. But it is often hard for people with marks on their record to get a fresh start.
Very well. If Venom ever frees himself from my mother's grasp, I will give him a second chance.
Thank you, Hunter. I'm sure that anyone in Venom's situation would be very grateful for that.
Come along, Charlie.
Corruption draining spells are notoriously tricky.
You walked away and Venom did not? Impressive.
This should be useful. This will do nicely. Always better to be prepared.
All I'm saying is that it's never a good thing when the prophesied savior of yore blows up.
Yes, the Venom creature's alien nature continues to plague all of us.
I've seen you take on a Skrull army, hurl Thanos into a moon, make Galactus smile. They're all aliens too, last I checked. Something else is going on here, and you know it.
I'm sure I'm not the first person to inquire on this fine morning, but seeing as how you did explode in what I might describe as a most spectacular fashion, any side effects I should know about? Headache? Blurred vision? The urge to murder us all?
Do not waste your energy worrying about me, Doctor. I am fine.
Oh, but it's my job to worry, quite literally. Worrying is written into my contract with the Avengers, and I don't want to be in breach of that. Tony is a stickler for the fine print. But, in all seriousness, I hope you feel comfortable enough to disclose any medical conditions you may be experiencing now. We can't in good conscience send you back into battle against Hydra if you're not in tip-top condition.
My collar. I am afraid the explosion cracked it.
Cracked? How big is this crack?
Minor. Almost undetectable.
A small fissure should not be a problem. Your collar is made of tough stuff. Almost as tough as you. But if you see it expanding even a millimeter, you must, and I mean must, come to me immediately.
Absolutely. You have my word, Doctor.
Is there anything else I can help you with? Any burning philosophical questions about the universe you need answering?
I should take my leave. There is much to do.
Yes, there is. Just don't push yourself too hard. You are, after all, still part human.
Glad to see you back on your feet again. Strange and I tried to stop by for a little house call while you were out, but turns out your dog is part flamethrower.
She is very protective.
That's one word for it. Listen, I know you're probably hearing all sorts of comments after your last tango with Venom. For what it's worth, we both just wanted to say that we don't think you should get within 50 light years of that thing until we sort out what the hell's going on between you two.
How does the old saying go? Slash me once, shame on you. Slash me twice.
Couldn't have said it better. It's like I'm talking to a living meme.
I would hope not. The last meme was killed during the Great Culling. Their mimic abilities made them one of the deadliest threats of the old world.
Right. Let's get back to fighting the giant alien slime monster. Look, Strange and I have been studying pieces of that symbiote ever since this nightmare began. Problem is, the further they get from the source, the more their molecular structure changes, which basically renders them useless to us. In zombie movie terms, I need a sample from Patient Zero. The old slime ball himself.
Venom.
Or Eddie, if you talk to Peter. Either way, that's our guy. We get a sample from him, somehow maintain its molecular integrity long enough for Strange and I to poke around at it, and, well, we're in business.
Let me guess. You have a new gadget in mind for the task.
Gadget? No, not a gadget. Plans for a groundbreaking device to solve this insurmountable problem and keep you from exploding next time you fight the indestructible monster? You betcha.
I like where this is going.
Good. Calling it my symbiote sampler for now. Hey, I ran out of acronyms, okay? Stage 1 in stopping our symbiote nightmare once and for all. Meet me over by ye old anvil over there and we can get started. Oh, you're not afraid of needles, right?
Needles?
Forget I asked. Oh, you are gonna love this.
Are there any curses I should be aware of? Thank you, Hunter. This will be...
Got more coil for me? Don't blink or you'll miss it. Not bad, right? Big Tony's Forge of Mystery, we never close. See you, Hunter.
Don't worry, you won't hurt. Nice to get some fresh air. Hardly any cobwebs or ghosts out here. Ready for more?
Useful addition.
New and improved.
Don't stress it too much. Time's wasting, Hunter. See you around.
Thankfully, black goes with everything.
Don't forget to stretch.
We've all walked away from explosions, huh? We're missing something, Hunter. And the frustrating thing is it's happening right in front of us.
Where?
The Sanctum is filthy with Hydra. Too many of them. It wouldn't take many guards to secure the building. So the question is, what else are they doing in there?
There is only one way to find out for sure. And to do that, we need to get inside.
That's not going to happen until we get a sample from Venom.
Our list of problems continues to grow longer.
Well, we're not here for the easy stuff.
You're one tough cookie, Hunter. Biscotti level tough.
Biscotti?
Teeth-breaking Tony kind of cookie.
If only I was more teeth-breaking with Venom.
Yeah, not your best moment, but it wasn't a total bust. We learned that it takes more than an energy blast straight from hell to wipe you out.
True.
And that Blade? He's an asset.
I owe him my life.
Yeah, he gets 5 stars from me. And ass-kicking abilities aside, he's pretty on point with his movie references. Outside the mission stuff, I gotta say, I had my doubts about Blade. The brooding vibe, the sunglasses indoors, his lack of preference between a Chicago style versus New York, which is just plain wrong. But the more I see him in action, the more I think he might be an okay dude.
It does not come naturally to him, you know. He has to work at it.
Work at what?
Keeping his blood-sucking urges in check.
See, that makes me think even more of him. Some of us are born bad or just to bad circumstances. But it's who we choose to be that separates the wheat from the chaff. I have to admit, the thought of working with a vampire originally gave me the creeps. But then I realized that if I stayed away from every person who had a demonic side, I wouldn't have any friends. Present company included, Hunter. Anyway, I wanted to ask how you were, and it turned into a full-blown cooler talk. Better get back to work before the boss notices. Catch you later.
Your energy blast is quite fearsome.
If you think I'm cool, thank the people who trained me. Was that the first explosion you've survived? If so, you deserve a cookie. To be clear, I'm not going to bake it for you. I like where this is going. Bye.
What you did was risky, and it paid off. But don't worry us like that.
You're an incredible teacher, Storm.
What brought this on? Either way, I appreciate the sentiment. The video of the explosion was hard to watch. Be glad you're still here.
Caretaker, are you all right?
That's what I wanted to ask you. I know you're on your feet and seem fine after that explosion with Venom. But I know all too well from experience that sometimes the worst injuries are not visible to the naked eye. So, please tell me, Hunter, are you actually as fine as you seem this morning? Or should I be worried?
No, Caretaker, I am not. My collar, the explosion, it cracked it.
Cracked?
Yes.
I feared this would happen. Venom was filled with your mother's power. It would be naive to think it couldn't fracture even our best defenses against her. Ugh. At least cracked doesn't mean broken. Not yet, at least. You will have to work doubly hard to rein in your darkness. Your actions and words mean more than ever now. Make sure you use them with integrity.
I understand.
Yeah, well, I guess I should stop fussing over you and go see what horrors Hydra has in store for us today. As you were, Hunter.
Hunter, hello.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Thanks, Hunter.
Unlike the others, I don't find recklessness romantic or heroic.
Glad to see you're not dead.
I hear I owe you my thanks.
You know, when you were resurrected, I was sure you wouldn't be able to overcome the darkness inside you.
What do you think now?
I'm beginning to think I was right. You are your mother's kid, all right. No escaping that.
I am nothing like my mother, and it is offensive to suggest so.
You can deny the truth of what you are all you want.
Just, what do you think you saw?
You're telling me you don't remember what happened after that blast? Because that was some messed up shit.
Tell me.
You were crying out for your mother, calling out her name like a lost kid at a theme park, while all this crazy-ass dark energy was swirling around your body, almost taking it over. I was so sure you were about to fall that I didn't leave your side. Surprised you came to with the light still in your eyes.
You need to know that I will never fall to darkness.
Who are you fooling, Hunter? You ain't infallible. None of us are.
I would appreciate you not sharing what you witnessed with the rest of the team.
I don't plan to. It's not mine to share. I'll leave that to you. But we did bust up an illegal Hydra smuggling ring.
Could we change the name of the group to the Midnight?
are opening a gate. You've got to stop them. There's no telling what might emerge.
I hope this is one of the stronger arms. We did come all the way here for a fight. By the will of the old god.
We can't fall that easily. That's one mystic out.
Let's try this.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
You asked for it.
We both know you're much too strong, Carol.
We've knocked another mystic out of the ritual. Almost there.
You had your chance to escape. This is a serious predicament.
I'll lead, you follow. endless search for wealth and power. Tinge of fascism. Hydra will never change.
Never surrender!
I'm going to get you for this! A rare strike.
Here it comes. Out of sight.
I'll get you for that!
Mother, protect us.
Focused effort. The light will carry you onward. I feel stronger already. Even the Mother of Demons is forced to rely upon hired hands occasionally. Welcome assistance. Watch closely. It's remarkable how well Hydra manages to attract new recruits despite decades of ineptitude.
Your fate is sealed.
That's the spirit.
This shall be of great help.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith.
Hydra's in control of the situation.
Someone feel a breeze.
Just wait until it's my turn.
You're doing well so far.
Prepare yourselves.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Let's give it a go. The light shines on the most dutiful.
Watch and...
Now you fight.
That's quite a show you're putting on, Doctor. I've got your back. Guess I'm still the focus here.
We will never forsake her. You will. Mother protects us. They will kneel before her.
You don't know who you're messing with.
We will not be discouraged.
Let's not waste any more time.
They are repositioning.
follow my movements. I hope this is one of the stronger arms. You didn't come all the way here for a fight.
You have earned this!
Hail that!
Let us see if they have an answer for this. There is no escape.
The Hunter's legend grows before our very
Your time is come. You were too weak for this fight.
We've done it.
Book club tonight. You in?
Meet you there.
I'll walk you.
I like this book, but I can't explain why. Maybe I'll figure it out as we discuss it.
One thing you and I have in common, Hunter. We both know death ain't a career ender. I mean, you straight up resurrected.
should not be this nervous about what you all thought of the book. Even the best translations from Kree lose subtext.
Hunter. Everyone's in a mood. You good?
I am ready.
Carol, this was your book, so you can start.
I'll throw it back to you. What did you think of the book?
I had a rough time with it.
You didn't like it?
Didn't say that. At first I spent more time referencing the glossary than reading the book.
Sounds familiar. What changed?
I noticed a kind of rhythm to the words. I began to see them as lyrics to a song. All that dry talk faded and it finally came together. The lyrics made it feel much bigger than a chapter on Kree farming implements.
This book was about much more than farming.
Exactly. The rhythm to it helped paint a bigger picture. Once I caught on, I kept reading and didn't rely on the glossary. I picked everything up from context. That's when I realized none of this was about farming. I'm surprised how much stuck with me, despite some concepts being legit alien to me.
Agreed. For me, the rhythm wasn't lyrics. It was more like the book was written to a cadence.
That's why I had you read it on your Spark. The mnemonic lexicon won't work with a hard copy.
The what now?
An ancient Kree technique. It helps you remember texts that would otherwise be considered... There's no Kree word for stuffy, but essentially that. But all that's packaging. Let's get into the book itself. Hunter, did you figure out what the bloom and the harvest represent?
The bloom is poorly defended territory behind enemy lines. The harvest is when you strike that territory and then fade away.
That's an important aspect, but it's more than just an attack strategy. It's about what comes after. At the time of the book's writing, the Kree cared most about integrating captured territory while still expanding their empire. Conquered worlds came with people. Rather than treat them as prisoners, the Kree provided them with most benefits enjoyed by Kree citizens. This period is known as the Cultivation.
So the bloom was when they gained full citizenship under their conquerors.
No, it's when the world requested it. As long as they could feed themselves with Kree farming techniques and defend their world with Kree defenses, the request was granted with few exceptions.
So what's the harvest?
As part of the service required by the Empire, many of these new citizens began the cultivation of freshly conquered worlds.
So they were living examples. Show the newly conquered what they could achieve if they went along with the Empire.
That's also how vampires work.
Carol, I think I pieced together the Kree strategy.
Do tell.
It's all tied to agriculture. Every soldier knows you can't fight if you can't eat, but they applied this to their expansion. Till the field, sow the seed, pull the weed, reap the crop. It means the Kree wouldn't advance until the territory they took was secure and productive.
If your enemy knows how you will act, they can prepare.
Certainly, for other spacefaring empires. But most worlds had no idea the Kree existed until the invasion was underway. But the Kree expansion had momentum. They could afford to push harder because their whole weight was behind the advance. Unless a world could push just as hard, it would eventually fall under Kree control. Carol, how was that?
Close enough to impress me. The strategy in Volume 32 wasn't perfect, but it worked out for the Kree far more often than it failed.
What happened when it failed?
That's covered in Volume 33.
And that's Book Club. Steve, you're up next. What's your book?
The Mantle of Authority, by General Chester Phillips.
Is this the one you keep saying I should read?
The very same. Now you have to. It's Book Club.
Before I forget, ask Logan to join us next time.
He said yes?
He can read?
I can't wait to see how this goes.
So why choose this book?
Volume 30 was way too spicy for this crowd.
Go on.
I'm kidding. It's relevant to what we're facing today. Hydra, the Lilin, your mom. They seem to have the upper hand all over the world.
The Kree never conquered this planet. Neither will my mother.
Exactly. Reputation makes you seem bigger than you are. We can hit them anywhere at any time. You can bet this adds to our own reputation. And that's how we defeat our enemy. As long as we're still standing, they're gonna fall.
I hope you enjoy the book I chose.
Why do you say that?
It's about people who weren't around until after your death. But I'm sure you'll figure out the context.
Okay, just between us. Carol's book was extremely weird, right?
I learned a thing or two.
What, how to grow turnips on the moon?
That is harsh.
I didn't think it was that bad. But interstellar agriculture as a metaphor for planetary conquest, not what I expected.
You should be honest with Carol.
I'm always honest with Carol. But if I tell her it was a weird book, I'll sound like I don't know much about her adopted culture.
And how is that bad? You do not know, so this is the perfect opportunity to ask.
Good point. All right, I'll do it. Thanks, Hunter.
Good luck.
You headed out?
I am taking off.
Good meeting. Carol, I had some more thoughts on the book.
You do? You must have really liked it.
Actually, I didn't connect with it at all. That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
You didn't like it?
It's more that I didn't have the context. But you do, and you clearly like the book, so...
So...
I wanted to see it through your eyes. If you don't mind, I'd like that context.
I don't mind.
Okay, then.
Most of my time at Central is hurry up and wait. Stop by when I'm waiting. We'll talk.
I will.
Good?
Good. Hey.
Ready to fight some crime?
Why do people use ketchup as fake?
Hunter, are you all right?
Here to gloat, Mother?
Quite the opposite.
I was concerned. I could not sense you after...
Your pet monster nearly destroyed me.
An unintended and unforeseen consequence of your continued assault against me. The mystical energies within our blood do not always mix well with off-worlders. But neither do the wards of your pretentious sorcerer. The Venom creature is a calculated but necessary risk.
Alien monstrosities, Wanda's unchecked powers coupled with Banner's unhinged mind. Whatever you are planning, Mother, I fear it may be beyond even your control.
Your concern touches me, but I would risk the heavens themselves if it meant saving you.
I do not need saving.
Oh, but you do. And that crack in your collar is the first step. Every revolution of self starts with the tiniest of rifts, an ever so slight splinter in the glass, a hanging thread begging to be pulled until it unravels all. You should be celebrating. That crack is the beginning of your emancipation from my sister's control. She keeps you collared because she fears you. They all do. Sarah wants to hold you back from realizing your full potential, the way she tried to hold me back centuries ago.
I am my own being. Not Sarah's puppet, not yours.
Then prove it. Tear off your collar. Become your true self. My poor precious child. I wonder if you even could. Once you're unshackled, you will finally be free to be yourself.
And who is that? Answer me!
Hunter, we have finished the symbiote sampling device. Come to the forge to have a look.
Oh, my fault. Oh, hey there, Hunter. Don't mind me. Someone else does.
Hey, boss. I got something for you.
I hope that was an accident. Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
A successful collaboration.
Here you are, Hunter. One symbiote sampler, hot off the old demonic presses.
That is not what I expected.
Yes, I for one am not going anywhere near that thing.
You're a doctor. Don't tell me you're afraid of a little needle.
That is most certainly not a needle.
Well, you say tomato, I say one gamma-infused arc-powered laser tomato. Either way, we're good to go. Now we just have to get close enough to Venom to use it.
How exactly would I use this thing?
Works the same as any other needle. If your needle was hotter than molten lava and could pierce the sun, just stick the pointy end in him and let the device do the rest. Once we jab that thing, the symbiote will be extracted and stored within the chamber. The fluid inside should maintain the sample's molecular integrity indefinitely. I based it on the saliva he left on you during that last round.
I see. And does Spider-Man, Peter, think it will actually work?
I'm not sure. To be honest, I've kind of been keeping him out of the loop on this one. Look, Peter's a great kid, with a big heart. He looks at Venom and he doesn't see the same mucus monster we do. All he sees is Eddie Brock. From what he's told me, the two of them weren't exactly best friends before the symbiote got thrown into the mix. But that doesn't matter to Peter. It's not going to be easy to get that sample. We'll have to get real close. I know Peter would give anything, including his own life, to save Eddie. Guess I just don't want to see him distracted when the time comes. Look what happened to me with Bruce.
Venom is not Banner, Tony. And Peter is not you.
Well, that's the point. I look at Peter and I see, well, maybe the person I could have been if I didn't let money, fame, and my dad's war profiteering get the best of me. Maybe I just want to keep the kid a kid for as long as possible.
Tony.
End of the day, we gotta find Venom first before any of this matters. Given his symbiote is happily sliming its way across the 5 boroughs, it's gonna be hard getting any kind of reading on him with conventional means, as in the non-demonically possessed kind. Thankfully, there's always Auntie Caretaker and her magic mirror. I'd check in with her. Talk to you soon, Hunter.
Hunter, if you have a moment to I see Tony showed you his new toy.
He did.
He is so in love with his toys. I don't suppose he's given much thought as to who should get close enough to Venom to use it.
If anyone understands Venom, it is Peter. He might be a good candidate for this mission. The ability to put ourselves in our enemy's shoes can tell us where they have been and where they are going.
Peter. Interesting. His innate humanity and unwavering empathy for Eddie Brock's plight could make him an ideal candidate. This won't be figured out right now, but we should decide something soon. Time is of the essence. But I suppose you know that better than anyone. We will talk again soon. Salutations, Hunter.
This should be useful.
What have you got for me, boss? Did I say the magic word? How's that for quality workmanship? find more coil, send it my way.
How are you, Peter?
You tell me, Hunter. I'm out of the loop on everything. They're off discussing what to do about Venom, and no one has said a word to me about it.
You are worried about who Eddie Brock might hurt, are you not? If you want to take action, then speak up. This is not a classroom.
I know we're all heroes here. I know I shouldn't be intimidated. But Stark's just got this big-time Avenger air about him, and I'm Peter Parker from Queens. Who's gonna listen to me?
I am listening to you right now.
I know, I should be doing something, because right now I feel kinda useless. Maybe I'll use the forge to bake a loaf of sourdough. Really get in Stark's way until he notices me.
You should try it. See what happens.
What? No way. I was only kidding.
Maybe I was too.
I want to get Stark's attention, but I also don't want him to think I'm an idiot.
Well, looky who it is. Tony Stark used to be the ultra-rich jerk I saw on TV. Now, he's the ultra-rich jerk who eats all the cashews in the bowl.
I ain't much of a conversationalist. More of a fighter.
Chaos magic is a huge drain on my mental health, you know.
I've used the Abbey's chapel many times. It's nice to have a peaceful place.
Well, you know what they say about practice, right?
All right, then.
Hola.
I want to ask please for help, and I remember that, no, that's not an option anymore.